Dr. Christopher West, Theology, the Body Guy. Today we're going to be talking about the fact that whether you have ever been married or not, you are already divorced. What does that mean? We live in a ruptured world, a divorced world. What do we mean by that? Human beings are a profound unity of body and soul. But ever since original sin came into the world, there's been a rupture, a divorce. And it manifests itself in a very particular way in the modern world. Let me quote here from St. John Paul II. He says this: René Descartes, a famous philosopher who formulated the principle, I think, therefore I am, also gave the modern concept of man its distinctive dualistic character. Let's talk about dualism versus duality, all right? We are a duality as human beings of the spiritual and the physical. But that duality, dual meaning two, we're made up of two components here, the physical and the spiritual. They are meant to be married. Dualism is this rupture or divorce of the spiritual and the physical that are meant to be together. René Descartes, in formulating this principle, I think, therefore I am, gave the modern concept of man this divorced idea. It is typical in René Descartes' system of modern rationalism to make a radical contrast in man between the spirit and the body, says John Paul II, between body and spirit. But man is a person in the unity, in the marriage of his body and his spirit. This means, John Paul II says, the body can never be reduced to mere matter. This is not just a body, this is some body. In John Paul's teaching, in his language, the body expresses the person, right? We know that the body is not just a thing, right? If somebody cracks you across the jaw and busts you up really good, you're not going to sue them for property damage. You're going to sue them for personal assault, right? What we do with our body, we do with ourselves. This is the point. Dualism is this idea that the body is something apart from who I am as a person. John Paul again says, the body can never be reduced to mere matter, to a mere physical thing. It is a spiritualized body. Your body, my body, is spiritual. We don't tend to think of this. We tend to think of the spiritual as something immaterial, but the spirit is manifested in the body. Just as man's spirit is so closely united to the body that he can be described as an embodied spirit, right? We as human beings, I've said this before in previous videos, we as human beings are part angel and part animal, right? The angels are spiritual persons, but they don't have a body. Animals are bodies, but they're not persons. We are this strange combination of the angel and the animal. I like to call us angemals. But in this divorced world, we end up leaning towards one side of this divide or the other. We end up leaning towards what we could call angelism on the one hand or animalism on the other. An angelistic view of the human person posits identity purely in spirit and thinks of the body as this subhuman, subpersonal, merely physical reality that has nothing to do with me as a person. And angelism thinks of sexuality in particular as dirty, as bad, as wrong. And a lot of people think this angelistic view is Christianity itself. This is not our faith. So we tend, if a culture has leaned towards angelism, the culture will eventually swing over to what we could call animalism, where we focus on the body and neglect the spiritual dignity of the human being. Here, the human being gets reduced to something merely physical, merely material, and we end up thinking of ourselves as animals. Sexuality in this world comes to be viewed as just a form of physical indulgence and recreation. Here's the good news, my brothers and sisters. Christ came into the world to bring back together that which original sin has ruptured. We're all divorced. The divorce begins right within us, the rupture of the spiritual and the physical. God, who is pure spirit, took on flesh, wed himself forever to this physical world, reuniting that which is spiritual and that which is physical. The Christian life invites us on a journey, not to become more spiritual in some kind of angelistic way. The Christian life invites us on a journey of living out a spirituality that is always incarnational. Christian spirituality is a spirituality of the body, a path of reintegrating that which has been ruptured. Think of how this rupture manifests itself in the world we live in today, where we have people who think they are spirits trapped in the wrong body. My brothers and sisters, Christianity is an invitation to everybody who has ever felt like nobody to embrace the redemption of the body, and this redemption is for everybody. Christ came not just to save souls. Christ came to redeem us body and soul by reintegrating that which is spiritual with that which is physical. If we're all divorced because of our ruptured humanity, Christianity is an invitation for all of us to be married, to be reintegrated, to be reunited in our authentic humanity. I have so much more to say about this path of reintegration. I write about it in my books. I teach it in my courses. I encourage you to click the links below to learn more about the books I've written and the courses that I teach for the Theology of the Body Institute. If you've enjoyed this video, share it, like it. If you want to be part of this community, subscribe to the channel. Look forward to being with you in a future video.